Beneath the calm of the ocean drifts a weapon of unimaginable power. It does not roar. It does not shine. It waits. Far below, where sunlight dares to reach, an American machine moves through the dark, silent, unseen, and always ready. They call it the Ohio-Class Submarine. To some, it's a ghost. To others, it's the single most powerful deterrent in human history. But to the men and women aboard, it's home. Each of these submarines carries enough nuclear fire to erase entire civilizations. Yet their mission is not destruction. It's prevention. The ocean keeps its secrets, and so do they. Every dive, every patrol, is a reminder that peace survives only because someone is willing to guard it from the shadows. These are America's silent guardians, sailors who live beneath the waves with a burden the world can't see. While the rest of us sleep beneath the comfort of stars, they stand watch in the black void below, protecting everything we hold dear, armed with the power to erase it. This is their story. The Age of Deterrence. The Cold War was not just a race for power, it was a race for survival. In a world balanced on the edge of annihilation, the United States needed a weapon that could not be stopped, could not be found, and could guarantee that no enemy would ever dare to strike first. That answer came from the depths. In 1981, the USS Ohio slipped beneath the waves, the first of her kind, and the beginning of a new chapter in strategic deterrence. Each Ohio-class submarine was designed as a fortress of silence, 2 football fields long, carrying 24 Trident ballistic missiles, each capable of delivering multiple nuclear warheads to targets thousands of miles away. But that's not what made them terrifying. What made them powerful was invisibility. Because in the logic of deterrence, what you can't find, you can't destroy. These submarines could disappear for months at a time, cruising through the cold void of the Pacific or the Atlantic.
Following successful DESO, we certify a ship that can take on its strategic outload and begin strategic patrol. We also established the Commander's Evaluation Test Program, which establishes the initial performance of the weapon system, both accuracy and reliability, and those are the planning factors by which we give STRATCOM to do the targeting work and understand how to use this weapon system.
Undetectable, untraceable, untouchable. They became the final line of defense, America's ultimate insurance policy against global catastrophe. The strategy was simple, but chilling. If the United States were ever struck.
Welcome aboard. I'm Commander Mike Tobin, CO on board USS Maine. It is my pleasure to welcome you in this virtual tour. I hope after this encounter you come away with a good understanding of the exertions my crew perform on a daily basis, and also some of the capabilities that the submarine force performs on your behalf.
Center, and I'll be handing you off. My name is Petov Sportlon. I'm a Navy T. We're working in Nav Center. That's where we are today. Our major purpose is to have ship's position, to keep the ship safe when we're navigating around in the waters, and then also to support the mission of launching missiles. We have a lot of stuff that we can't talk about, but our major purpose is to give that position so we can fill in the world's mission of strategic deterrence.
Welcome to control, really the brains of the submarine. Here we operate the submarine, changing buoyancies, directions of the submarine. Where I'm standing right now, the officer to deck will pass orders to the helm, one of our most junior enlisted spots. I also have, senior enlisted over here as well, managing the buoyancy, managing the direction of where we are going. Over here, we have our fire control with the assistance of sonar, and they're tracking contact, making sure we don't run into potential contacts out there. Here, we manage casualties. Everything will be managed from control. It really is the brains of the operation. Whether we get strategic tasking from the President of the United States or from STRATCOM, all the decisions for the submarine are based out of control.
These subs would ensure swift and total retaliation. That grim logic kept the peace for decades, not through fear alone, but through certainty. Yet behind the steel and circuitry lies something far more human. The people who live within it, men and women who leave the world behind, descending into silence for months at a time. No sunlight, no news, no contact, only duty. They carry America's most destructive weapons, but their mission is peace. And that is the paradox of the Ohio-Class. The watch beneath the waves. Every patrol begins the same way. The dockyard fades, the light narrows, and then the ocean swallows everything. Once the hatch closes, a new world begins, one of discipline, routine, and brotherhood. Life aboard an Ohio-class submarine is unlike anything else on Earth. The corridors are tight, the air recycled, the sound of the ocean constant. There are no windows, no weather, no day or night. Only mission time. Every crew member carries a role. Every task matters. In the deep, mistakes are unforgiving. They live by precision. They eat in 12-minute rotations. They sleep in bunks smaller than coffins. And yet they laugh. They celebrate birthdays in whispers. They become a family forged in silence. Their world is measured in routines. 6 hours on watch, 12 hours off, drills, maintenance, vigilance. Every sound, every sonar ping is analyzed, logged, understood. Because out there, one mistake doesn't just cost lives. It could cost the world.
At the launcher console is where we can control opening hatches, shutting hatches, monitoring tube temperatures and pressures. And on the fire control side is where we maintain the guidance system in the missiles themselves. So you can think of launcher as the bronze of the weapon system and fire control as the brains of the operation. Thank you guys for stopping by MCC, and I'm going to turn you back over to Pettis. Appreciate it. That was earlier this year. So the crew, we went ahead and we went and put this sticker up just that way anytime anybody walked by, we knew that Tube 15 was launched by the blue crew. Tube 6 has one as well with another blue skull on it.
Training never stops. Every emergency, every scenario is rehearsed until instinct replaces fear. Fires, floods, reactor scrams. They drill them all, knowing that in the deep, there's no help coming. When the tension hits, they remember the creed every submariner knows. Run silent. Run deep. Always ready. But readiness is not just about systems and drills. It's about the heart. These sailors carry letters from home folded in their pockets. Small reminders of what they're really protecting. A child's drawing. A wedding photo. A promise whispered before departure. They may serve in darkness, but everything they love, everything they fight for, lives in the light above. Because at its core, this is not just about weapons or deterrence. It's about trust. The trust a nation places in a few hundred quiet warriors who watch over peace from the shadows. And as their patrol nears the edge of enemy waters, the tension shifts. A sonar echo, a radar ping, a coded message from command. Something is changing. The crew braces. The captain calls for silence. Every heartbeat feels louder than the engines. No one knows what's coming next. Only that when the world trembles, these men and women will be the first to respond. The ocean keeps its secrets, and soon it will test them. The moment of decision. The ocean holds its breath. A sound that shouldn't be there breaks the silence, distant, faint, deliberate. In a world built on secrecy, a single sonar ping can mean everything. Inside the Ohio-Class, the crew moves as one. No shouting, no panic. Just training, the kind honed through endless repetition in the dark. The captain orders quiet running. Power reduced, systems locked in stealth. Every heart beats in rhythm with the engines, slow, measured, controlled. No one knows if it's a routine patrol or an enemy searching for them. All they know is that discovery means failure. Failure means escalation. Minutes pass like hours. The tension is absolute, and then the signal fades. Silence returns. In that silence lies victory, not of combat, but of control. Because down here, survival depends not on aggression, but restraint. For days, they remain in stealth, executing their orders. Maintaining position, running system checks, ensuring the deterrent remains ready. No missiles are launched. No enemies engaged. Yet the mission is successful. Because in this invisible war, victory is measured by what doesn't happen. Their readiness alone is the message. a warning carved into the ocean floor that the United States still stands watch. But for the crew, every mission leaves a mark. Weeks in confinement test the body. Months in silence test the soul. They face isolation, monotony, and the constant awareness of what their weapons could do. They are soldiers with the power to end worlds, and the wisdom never to use it. In the mess hall, conversation returns. Laughter creeps back. A birthday cake baked from ration packs. A crewman strums a guitar. A few chords echo through the steel hull. They endure together, because that's what service means. When the Ohio finally breaks the surface, the crew meets sunlight like it's something holy. Their patrol ends, but their purpose endures. They may never receive medals or headlines. Their stories remain untold. Yet history moves because they hold the line. These silent sailors ensure that when the storm of war threatens, America can still answer without ever firing a shot. Guardians of the quiet world. There's a strange beauty in what they do, protecting peace with the instruments of destruction. In the logic of deterrence, morality lives in paradox. You maintain peace by mastering war. You preserve life by standing ready to end it. Peace endures because courage stands watch, even in silence. That contradiction would break most men, but not them. They are sailors, engineers, tacticians, but above all guardians. Not of conquest, but of consequence. In the quiet world below, courage isn't loud. It's measured in patience, in duty, in restraint. Because real power is control. On the pier, loved ones wait with banners and tears. Children search for familiar faces among uniforms. When they reunite, the world above feels almost unreal. Colors brighter, air sharper, laughter louder. These men and women return from silence, carrying lessons few will ever understand. That peace is not given. It's earned every single day. Earned by those who stand unseen, beneath the ocean, beneath the noise, beneath the headlines. Because the strength of a nation is not measured by how loudly it speaks, but by how steadfastly it endures. For over 4 decades, the Ohio-Class submarines have watched over America's tomorrows. They've outlived presidents, crises, and fears. Yet their mission remains unchanged. They are a promise carved in steel. A vow that as long as these waters exist, no threat will ever rise unchallenged. And when the crew salutes for the final time before stepping ashore, they leave behind not just a vessel, but a legacy of service, of quiet strength, of faith in the nation they protect. Beneath the calm of the ocean drifts a weapon of unimaginable power, but above it lives a nation of unimaginable hope. And as long as there are those willing to sail into the dark, to guard what they love in silence, the light of freedom will never fade. They are the unseen, the uncelebrated, the silent heart of America's strength. Could you carry the weight of peace, knowing the cost it takes to protect it?